So this is our first weekend. We played U of A and TCU that first day, Thursday, which was kind of getting our feet in the water, kind of an experience of what some of these top level programs. U of A's got a very good program down there. Steve Walker's an excellent coach. It was kind of good to kind of see that first match and what their program does, and kind of seeing what the top level competition looks like. I think the girls did really well from Thursday to Saturday. I think each day was a major improvement in our beach volleyball IQ. And how we started reacting and learning shots, picking up from what other teams did. That was a really good weekend for us, and we showed we could compete at that level. We had some opportunities to take some sets.
Well, the first match against U of A, we played the White Sisters, and from rumor has it they're like future AVP players. So that being our first match, I think it was like kind of, I don't know what to think. Like we were ready for it, but then when you really see it and how long they played together and how long the program's been in, it's kind of like, well, like you have to take a step back, and that was kind of just eye-opening for us, I think. But towards, just like David said, Thursday through Saturday, I think we progressed so much, not only just as a pair but as a team as well, and we showed that even for the short time that we've been able to play out in the sand, that we're able to compete and we're able to stay up with these top teams. So some are ranked and some are not, and it's going to be fun to go back in 2 weeks to New Mexico and meet ASU again, meet UNM, and just improve our game all the way up until that time, and then really show them how much progression we've made. I think it's, for me and Taylor, a lot of the teams that we saw, there was always one really tall player who was kind of the more like blocker hitter, and then there's one the defensive player, and that's kind of like how me and T are. Like I do a lot of blocking and she does a lot of defense around them, so that was kind of like, okay, most of our teams are kind of matched up in the same sense, but a lot of the bigger teams, their girls are like 6'2", and I'm like barely pushing 5'8". So it was kind of just like, whoa, do I go up and block, or just I dig? And so our IQ kind of changed a lot through the thing, and although they were tall, we kind of learned that, okay, sometimes they're more of a shot game, so I would pull off of the net and have Taylor read behind me. And just throughout the weekend, I think a lot of our IQ just changed. We learned how to beat the players, find what our strengths were, what their weaknesses were, and just kind of work with that. And we definitely progressed from our first match on Thursday all the way through Saturday. So I think for them, like just and the entire program, It was so huge. I think for us, it was really exciting to watch a lot of our other pairs compete and just know that we're up there with them. We can take sets off them. We took sets off ASU. Our choose pair took off sets of TCU, and that's huge. I mean, considering our program is in their first season, and these
in your first weekend.
Yeah, in our first weekend, and these teams have been able to practice in nice weather for months now, and we just got on the sand a couple weeks before this past weekend, and so for us to just be able to come out there and show them that we can compete with them. We're just up there with them, and then with the more practice that we have, we can even take matches off of them. So that's really exciting, and it was really exciting for us to just be able to watch them, and then coaches come up afterwards and be like, for the little amount of time that you guys have, like that's impressive, because for us, like we've had all this time, and you guys are able to compete with us, so it was exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely a different mentality going into it with sand and being the underdog, but I think it takes a lot of pressure off, and just being able to go out and have fun and swing away and do what we know how to do, but then not have the pressure of having to win.
Told them coming into this that we scheduled tough early to see what the top competition looks like, and that we have nothing to lose in this. Kind of go for it. This is our time to develop, see what these top programs pick up where we can, develop that maturity, that volleyball IQ in the sand, and it's just a great opportunity for us to improve. So when we do start seeing other D2s that have been playing the top competition, and that we're one of the best D2s in the country when it does come to that.
I think we did a lot. I mean, in preparation, it's not always as go as I think most people think it is. Like, yes, we're pursuing balls, but I think for the most part we conditioned and prepared well in the aspects that needed to be. Like for me as a blocker, pulling off, or for Taylor, running and pursuing balls in the deep corners. And so conditioning was huge. And for us, it looked that a lot of our teams were able to compete, and they were able to run down and stay consistent, and the endurance was really, really good. So I think we did pretty good in preparing not only our shot and our offensive game, but our defense.